welcome back to the start. This is the start of the Remenham Challenge Cup, Maple Bay Rowing Club Canada. On the top of your screen, white blades with Leander Club B, the pink blades on the right-hand side of your screen.
I love that noise, the contrast between the quiet tension before and then there's suddenly cacophony of sound from the boats and the launch behind and the people at the bank screaming as they come down the island. Boats wobbling around a bit. That's partly because of the conditions. It's quite challenging out there at the moment. It's also that all 16 athletes putting their absolute everything they possibly can in for those last 200 metres to the finish.
We're here now a little bit further up the course, and you're seeing this great shot. The Canadians going all the way down the bow seat up to the stroke seat, and they've broken Leander B by about a length as they're coming off the end of the island.
Yeah, you can see they're just eking a lead out on every stroke, aren't they? It's a little bit longer, a little bit more powerful, maybe. Really, the crew on the far side. Leander, a very, very good crew. The crew on the far side, that longer and more powerful stroke showing. As we come further down the course, we're just coming up towards halfway. We're just short of halfway at the moment. They've kind of, to me, this Canadians crew, if there's the holy trinity of three things of rowing of power, length and rhythm, they've certainly got the longer, more powerful stroke. There's an interesting contrast between the two crews as we look at them.
Yeah, these are live shots we're seeing here now, and this is a very high-class international crew. This is the Canadian team. Don't be fooled by the Maple Bay Rowing Club name on this crew. This is the Canadian Women's 8. They're Olympic champions. Not all of them are returning, but this is the Olympic champion boat racing against Leander B, who are some very spirited and very talented younger athletes from different programs. Some of them are based in different places around the world. Many junior medals and vests there for them, but great shot there. You can see MBRC, Maple Bay Rowing Club, on the back of these rowers. Power along. They know they're sitting up here. They've got to conserve a bit of energy. The British 8 are here. They know they're going to have a test. The British 8 beat them by, I want to say, under 0.1 of a second,
really
something like that, at the last World Cup in Varese. So they know they're going to be up against some of their closest rivals in the world. These rowers here on the right of your screen came third at the World Cup. And there's a great shot of Leander, who you know, start on the start line. Would they expect to give them a race? It'd be hard going. It's good experience, and they're out here, pinnacle of their season, trying to get as close as they can to the Olympic champions.
They're rowing really nicely together. I believe this is the first time this crew has raced as a unit this season, but Leander crew, that's really outgunned, I think is the best way to describe it, against a top international 8. It's a cracking shot, that Leander crew there. So, yeah, they haven't been together as a unit. They're working really nicely. They're synchronised. That boat cutting nicely through the water. Blades moving together. Cracking shot, isn't it? Head on.
Bow seat there. Hewison training in America at the moment, but lots of the rowers come back UK to do some rowing through the summer, so some great experiences to go up through this crew. Charlotte Fennell, Cameron Nyland, Sophie Kumas, Isabel Hawes, Isabel Powell, Isabel Leber-Diaz, stroke by Hannah Winter, oops, Catherine Ward.
I was doing my research about Maple Bay Rowing Club. Their strapline on the website is to inspire a love of rowing, and that's actually what a wonderful thing to see when you see a really, really top international crew. There's many sort of youngsters and aspiring rowers here. It's, you know, and it's the beauty of Henley Royal Regatta, isn't it? Because they can see these international crews competing, and they can really see what that top level's all about, and hopefully will inspire them to achieve similar things in the future.
Absolutely, we're looking at a young crew here. That's the Leander crew. They're on their home stretch of water, absolutely, but does it give them an advantage in this case? Probably not, lining up against the Olympic champions. You're lining a very, very, very tough order to get as close to them as possible. But you know, the little look around there from the Canadian cock, she wasn't trying to make sure Kirsten Kitt, she's Olympic champion, she turned around to make sure this crew wasn't doing too
Just double
much.
checking.
Exactly, and come towards the finish line. Look at Leander go. They're taking the rate up, they're taking more strokes per minute. They're pushing onto that finish line. They want to keep this as tight as possible. What is going into the history books? What's the distance between you and one of the best crews in the world? You see the back there of Leander, a yellow boat powering through this water, getting as close to them as possible.
36 strokes per minute at the moment. I'm sure it'll go higher shortly. Now that even though the boat, they're moving really quick, the boat's moving really fast, they're still really nicely synchronised.
Saw absolutely tremendous sprint finish of this crew in Varese World Cup 2 weeks ago. They're saving some of their energy. Fox is telling them, take it calm, take it smooth. Big races coming this weekend. Let's not practice that sprint finish today for the Canadians as they cross the finish line. Nice and relaxed with a really spirited performance of this Leander B crew. A win in the Remenham Challenge Cup from Maple Bay Rowing Club Canada over Leander Club B.